everyone. As you can tell by the big grin on my face, I am here in AMS, getting ready to get an actual real race car, NASCAR, go around the track for a few laps. I want to give a very special shout out to both of my sisters. This is a birthday present from them to me. I love them very much, and I would not disappoint them, hopefully. It's a hot day out here. This suit is actually pretty comfortable. Just got a driver's meeting, so right now we're just waiting in line to get in the car, get our instructions. So we'll get ready to hit the track for a few minutes and have at it.
Waiting for them to count them off and take off. So.
Alright, you got any questions as far as what the video went over, how to handle it, what to do, and that kind of stuff like that?
So right here, as we're preparing to take the track, the instructor is giving me some last minute instructions, and just to make sure that I'm comfortable with the car, and I got everything out of the class we had in the driver's meeting earlier. And he's basically just trying to make sure before I take this car out of pit road that I know what I'm doing, for one, and two, I don't kill myself in the process. But these guys at Richard Petty Experience are very experienced, and they just want to make sure that before you go on that track, you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because they are going to make sure that before you pull off of that pit road, that you know what you're doing. Right now, my adrenaline is on 100. I finally got me strapped in the car, so I'm just sitting, just anxiously waiting to proceed. As you can tell from the video, that I am strapped in pretty tight. The car is, getting in and out of a NASCAR is not as easy as it looks, and you have to follow the safety protocols by making sure that you're strapped in and that you're not going to move. Really, I could barely turn my head. I mean, you have to look straight forward the whole time, and you definitely have to rely on your mirrors. But as far as all the belts and everything, safety harnesses, the Hans device, I had to put all that on before I drive around the track. That's the NASCAR safety policy. So once we get strapped in, it's like I said, it's like get on the roller coaster and just get ready to hold on and scream. But the moment of truth is when you fire that engine up. You fire that engine up, man, and you just feel the ground just shaking below you. Here, as we approach turn 1 of the 1.5 mile oval, you can see the banking is 24 degrees in the turns here at AMS, which is pretty steep, and looking at it on TV does it no justice, because if you see it in person, you kind of get a little nervous. I mean, it was pretty intimidating, because there was no way I could drive that car on the bankment right there. You had to drive around to the flat end part of the track before you could get on the track to partake into the lap. So going around that first turn, around turn 3, going into turn 4, you definitely feel the bankment, and it was pretty fun actually. So all I had to do was listen to my spotter, as you can hear me in my ear, and as you can see, my hands are gripping very tightly on that steering wheel. I did never, at not one point, drive with one hand. Both hands on the steering wheel, 10 and 2, and just hit the gas. Once I completed the first lap, I was pretty much comfortable with the car. I wanted to go faster, but as you can hear it in my ear, the spotter kept screaming not to go above 4,000 RPM, because I guess he didn't feel comfortable that I was comfortable with the car, which I was. But as we're going around here, I was pretty much used to the car at this point. I definitely respected the power of it, and you know, going around the banks, as you see, you turn that wheel, it's going to turn, and you can really get up to high speed at this track in a hurry. I mean, this is one of NASCAR's fastest tracks. I think the track record for speed is around, I don't know, I think it's around 210, 215. And that was probably well over 25 years ago. I'm sure it's a lot shorter now. I think an Indy car ran at like 224 miles an hour. But as you see, like I said, you know, going around here, I was pretty much used to the car. Now, right here, as he discovers to increase my RPM, he feels that I'm more comfortable with the car. Now I'm running behind this slow poke, and now I have to slow down, which really killed one of my laps during my session. Because I believe we only get like 3-4 laps around the track. So, as you can see, it was probably about 5 or 6 cars on the track at the same time. And this lady in front of me, bless her heart, she was just, I think she was just trying to keep it in the lane, because she was driving, as you can see, really slow. And once my spotter told me to close the gap up, I felt like he was about to give me the green light. And once he told me I had the green light, that was it. Making that pass felt so good. I mean, you could just tell just the acceleration of the car as I passed that woman to my left, and it was all green from there. And on the final lap, the spotter finally let me get close to 5,000 RPM and let me punch it one last time. So once I came around turn 1 going into turn 2, and he gave me the order, and I complied, and that was it. And that was fun as hell. So that was definitely an experience. I definitely would recommend it to anybody, and it was a blast to do. I can't wait to do it again. And that's the checker flag. That is it. Again, I want to thank both of my lovely sisters for the birthday present. they gave to me, and hopefully I didn't disappoint them. And I also want to thank NASCAR for allowing me to partake in their experience, Richard Petty experience. It was definitely a blast, and if anybody's thinking about doing it, you should definitely give it a try. It's definitely fun. You don't have to drive all the time. You can actually ride with a professional driver if you don't feel comfortable with driving the car. You can go for a ride around with a real driver if you don't feel comfortable driving the car. But I recommend you at least drive the car. You know, come on. You get out there, you should at least try it. So that's it for this edition. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Alright guys, just finished the hot lap. That was definitely worth the wait. I recommend it. Any and every one of y'all do one. I plan on going down to probably Talladega or Daytona, run the track down there and see the difference. But it is, you can't give these guys too much credit. I mean, looking at it on TV doesn't do justice. The car is very fast. He only kept me going. I couldn't get past 5 grand. It was real strict about the speed, but I did get it up. It did go. So I'll be able to see my time speed, whatnot, see how good I did. But it was hot, cramped, but it's definitely an experience. Recommend it for everybody.